today is go through a little bit of what we started yesterday, which was, sorry, I'm just on turning my phone as well at the same time in case anybody has any questions, because I missed them yesterday. So what we're going to be doing today is, first off, we are going to be going through how far along I've got with the website. And I've also had some new ideas as well with the website, which I thought could be quite cool. So what I thought we would actually do with the website is not only just have a website where people's going to come in and obviously see chat ammo and all that sort of business, but what if we could actually give them a launch from the chat ammo part? And what that means when I say launch is it means that we're going to do like a day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So it's going to be kind of quick start for them. So what I want to do first is just share my screen, show you how far along we've actually got with the website so far. Right, so you guys can actually see that I'm not just making it up, and I am actually doing some work. Right, so this is what I thought. So what we're going to do is we're going to have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, which is going to be like an initiation process for them. So they can come in and then get full training on chat ammo. So they're going to know all of the basics, all around about chat ammo, what it's about, why it's going to help them, why it's important for them, and various other things like this. Now, I'm also thinking about doing a couple of other different bits and bobs, but I'm still getting my mind straight on that a lot. So we just go through this whole site. What I've got is struggling to get customers, meet chat ammo, the ultimate sales and marketing platform from entrepreneurs to market, sell, and deliver. Right, and we have these various 3 different things. We need a video putting in here yet. And we've got the proven templates, drag and drop editor, e-com solutions, upsells and downsells, and best autoresponder. Then we have our reviews, testimonials. Then we have the various other bits. These are the bits I particularly like. So without chat ammo, no marketing, no list building, confused buying process, limited to where they can sell, and despair. Consistent marketing, huge list building, easy buying, sell worldwide, and opposite despair. So keep on going down. We show you various different things. So more than just a chatbot, build a consistent flow of clients. I need all the space in doing this yet. 70% increase in open rates, SMS platforms worldwide, more payment gateways, please the algorithms, increase your offer reach, your complete e-commerce solution, and then we're going to have various other parts down here on what we cover. Right, so that's the actual website. So what I want to do next is I want to actually start this lead generation stuff and whatnot, right? Which is going to be me going in and describing the whole lead gen and how people can do it. Now, there's a couple of ways I could have done this. One, I could have done the lead gen just as a straight, right, this is how you do it. And this is the way that we follow along to get organic leads. However, that's a little bit basic, and I want to actually teach people why you should be doing it this way. So I want to do a little bit of background on it as well. So what we decided to do is I've made a few slides, as I am hopeless without slides. Let's face it, I forget what I'm talking about. So I made a few slides to keep us on track so I can build the framework around why we would want to be actually doing lead gen. So let's start this from here. So this would be welcome to day 1. And on day 1, what we're going to be covering is we're going to be covering lead generation. So let's have a look. Now, this is going to be organic lead generation, and this is going to be using social media as our main platforms to actually start getting clients into us. Now, we are going to be going further into Google, YouTube, and things like this. But for now, we're going to just concentrate on organic lead generation using social media. Now, what we've got is at the very first start out, when the internet was just starting off, then you had the likes of the Ask Jeeves and all this sort of business. And people were trying to find a way of making the internet more social, right? And this is where Facebook actually come in, right? So Zucker went out there and he decided that he wanted to make a social platform for the internet. So people get together and connect and start network with each other. So the very first attempt was something called 6degrees.com, which allows you to get in touch with people 3 degrees from separation, right? In the old world, then it said every 6 degrees away from separation, or something quite similar to that. I'll actually turn this chat on because I should be able to see. So what we've got is we then had the first thing that come out was online messenger. So you had the ICQs, the Yahoo Messenger, the MSN Messenger, which I used to love, and finally Skype came along. Now, Skype's obviously still survived and being used by an awful lot of professionals out there. I do most of my communications with Groove through Stripe because I talk to Mike quite a lot, and that's all done through Skype. It's an old-fashioned kind of way. I don't particularly like it. Now, MySpace was the very first success story within social media. So MySpace come along and it basically dominated for quite a long time. And I didn't think that MySpace was ever going to go the journey. I went quite heavy into MySpace because at the time as well, I was working as a photographer. MySpace was perfect for photography and things like this. However, MySpace wasn't the last. So in 2004, Facebook actually went out and launched, right? So 2004, it was a huge fanfare. Facebook launched, and at first he was only releasing it to people who had a Harvard email address, right? He released it really quite slowly. There's loads of films on about it. There's some great films about how it all launched. It's awesome, well worth looking into. I always think that if you know a little bit of the history of what the social media channels are doing, it's easier to then go out and actually give them what they want. Now, one thing I am going to say is everything I'm going to teach you is not black hat. Black hat kind of stuff is where you're using stuff on your personal profile. Now, this is just a quick thing about personal profile softwares. Yes, they can be used. Yes, they can be good. However, if you get caught, there is a very good chance that your social media will get blocked, right? So if you're using it on Facebook and you're using it on your personal account, there's a very, very good chance your personal account will get blocked, which is not what you want. It's a nightmare. Right now, I'm talking about Facebook in particular here, but this goes for all various different social media networks. So Facebook was launched in 2004. You also had LinkedIn come along, which is a lot more the business side of things. You had Instagram come along, which was a lot more picture orientated stuff. And you've got all these others like the TikToks and YouTubes and everything like this, which have all come along together and all carved out their own particular niche. But at the moment, Facebook is around about the biggest one, right? It's the one that's going to give us the most in routes to get our organic traffic. It's the easiest way to do it. So Facebook also owns WhatsApp, Instagram, and Messenger, right? 3 very, very large platforms. Now, I don't have an awful lot to do with WhatsApp. I don't really understand WhatsApp an awful lot. Instagram, obviously, we have the chatbot that works on Instagram. We have all of the various different in routes from that as well. And Messenger is our mainstay, right? One of our main bits. So what happens with Facebook, Instagram, and all the rest of it? They have a whole load of privacy and data that they collect, right? And on this privacy and data, then they basically know exactly what you do, what you like. They can probably tell you more about what you're doing than what you can. Now, as a user, this is really, really bad. And there's all of these privacy and moral things going about on whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing. But if you're a marketer, this is a complete blessing. This is possibly the best thing that could ever happen to marketers. Back in the olden days when they send out direct message marketing, mail shots, it was atrocious. It was a nightmare. Now, the whole thing is so much simpler. So, Facebook track everything that you do, and there's over 52,000 data points that they collect and save all about you, right? So if we're going out and we're trying to target a market, it is very, very easy for us to do that because of all of these data points that Zuckerberg will rent out to you, right? So this is traffic that you can buy you in. So the goal, what they have, is to track what you like so they can give you more of the same because they want you on the platform longer, right? The longer that they can keep customers on the Facebook platform or any platform, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, the whole lot, the better it is for them because the longer that you're on there, the more they can sell advertising, right? That's where they make their money. So it's really imperative for them to get as much time as what they can with you. So longer people are on there, the more they can sell ads, right? So that's what they want to do. Even if they can get you on there for 1 second longer, that means their ad revenue can go up exponentially. It is huge, their ad revenue. Now, because of all the traffic, because of all the tracking, we can pick the audience that we can resonate with. So we can pick our ideal clients out of all of this bunch of people that they've got. Remember, Facebook and all the rest of them have absolutely billions of people using it every single day. So they have our ideal audience. Now, Facebook was one of the first social media platforms to actually give us interruption marketing, which is where we pop up in the middle of a news feed and we tell them something that they didn't know they wanted, but with any luck, we give them a great hook where they're then fascinated by it, and that means we can then go and make them an offer, right? So we do the hook, story, offer. Same as what you keep on hearing Russell Brunson preaching about. This is the ideal way to get your social media working. And it works the same on no matter which platform. Now, about Facebook itself, it used to be all about viral videos, right? So back in the day, what you used to be able to do was you could go out and make a video. You would hit these certain points in the video, which Facebook loved, and they would basically go out and show your video to all sorts of people all around the place, right? Now, once they showed that video, that meant the video went viral, and you got thousands of views straight away. Now, a lot of agencies, what they done was they went out and they started cracking this code for the videos, and then they started charging you basically to go out and make your videos that would then go viral, right? Which was really quite a good thing. However, Facebook then decided to go public. And when Facebook went public, they worked out they need to make more money for the shareholders. Right? The shareholders, all they're interested in is money. And so Facebook done away with the whole viral effect of their videos in a way, right? So the videos still hosting the fan page. What Facebook started doing, they started limiting the reach of your actual fan page. They want you to go out and spend more money on fan pages. It was called pay to play. And what then happened was you were trying to post up videos and not a lot was actually happening, right? It was a little bit bad. At the moment, there's around about a 6% reach on your Facebook page, and about the same for Instagram. And LinkedIn is about the same as well. However, if you start getting engagement with these and you start posting regularly and things such as this, right, consistency is key, then what's going to happen is you will start getting shown to a lot more people, right? As soon as somebody reacts to one of your posts, then Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the rest of it will start showing it to more people with similar interests. Remember those 52,000 tracking plates, right? So it's going to start showing your particular post out to more people, which is really important, right? So this means that to get your business pages to get a lot of exposure, you either need to go to pay to play, right, which can work out expensive. Not if we do it correctly, though. Don't worry, we're going to go through that. Alternatively, we need the interaction. Now, if we do decide to go and pay to play, right, what we're going to use, we're going to use our Dream 100. Now, I say on the posts, I would never spend anything more than $5. So if I put a post out on a business fan page, then I would only spend $5 on that. But I would target the followers of my Dream 100, right? So I might target Russell Brunson followers, or I might target Tony Robbins followers, or I might target all of these various different followers to get the people who I want to see my particular thing. Now, if I can also then get interaction on that particular ad, then what that means, it means that I've paid to get one person on there. So it might cost us 1 pence to get one person on there. But as soon as somebody interacts with that ad, right, so they like it, love it, comment on it or whatever, we get seen by around about 3 or 4 other people, right? So your ads should always be targeted, posts should always be targeted to get interaction. Interaction is going to save you an awful lot of money in the long run. Right, so now, Facebook then introduced live video. There was a long time when Facebook didn't do live video. There was the likes of Periscope and whatnot out there. And people going out there on Periscope and they were putting out live videos. Now, live videos are still awesome, right? They aren't as much in favor with Facebook as what they used to be. You used to be able to put out a live video and you would get just hammered. It was awesome. But they still favor live video because live video, you can engage with the people. And because you can engage with the people, then you can actually communicate with them directly, right? And that's what Facebook wants. It wants to build up places where people's going to come, right? So as long as you've got a live video coming, you can deal with people exactly at the time, and you can start integrating with them. And Facebook loves that. They've got interaction, but they're not as viral as what they once were. Now, the things that you need to know before we can start making the success of any social media platform is what is the goal of the platform, right? What is it that platform wants to go out and actually do? Well, 90% of them want to get more customers in, right? More subscribers in their platform so they can go out and sell more ad space, right? So what strategies can I use to impress the algorithm? What strategies is the algorithm looking for that will make us score higher? Well, one of the things is consistency, right? Consistency and interaction are the 2 biggest things. Right? Don't worry, I'm going to go through the practical side of this as well shortly. And what tactics can I use to give them what they want? All right. So, what is it that they want to do? How can I please the algorithm? And how can I get them what they want? That's the only 3 things that I need to know to actually get organic sales through there. So, what content is it that Facebook wants? Well, the easiest way to find out that is look for your Dream 100, which is 100 people within Facebook who are in your market space, and then look at what type of posts they're putting up. Now, a lot of these, a while ago, was these drawn posts. Those went off like wildfire. And then there was titles in the header of the post. There was all sorts of these different things that were going out there and becoming viral almost overnight. Now, if you're keeping a close eye on what's happening, what's starting to get engagement, you can then you can model those particular posts and start putting out posts very, very similar yourself. So you can start using what your Dream 100 is doing and use that in your own marketing, because now you know who's already cracked this particular model, right? So look what Dream 100 doing, and what does it look like? What are their posts looking like? What questions are they asking? How are they driving engagement? how they're continuing with engagement. This sort of thing is, once you know this, you're laughing, right? So this makes it easier on yourself if you go through Facebook and you actually delete an awful lot of your friends. So all these people who don't interact within your pages, delete them, get rid of them altogether, right? Start following your Dream 100, right? Start following Dream 100 means you can go into Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the rest of it for 20 minutes a day, and you can see exactly what's happening all the way through your whole entire feed. So you don't need to sit and try and work out what's good and what's bad. You will see all the good stuff. So the people who want to follow, likes of influencers, brands, and group owners. All right, group owners are really special. They have a huge audience. Influencers within your market, they have a huge audience. Like the audience Russell Brunson's got, Mike Filsane's got, Rich Cheffron's got. All of these different guys all have a huge audience. Now, each of these guys might be followed by, let's say, for example, only 50,000 people. But if we get in front of those particular influencers who's got these 50,000 people, our score could be opened up massively. So we can get in front of 1 million people within next to no time, right? All organically, which is the organically we talk about today. We will be coming on to paid. Right. So the group owners, I want you to think of all the groups as a party, right? So it's basically a party that you can go to. If you're invited to this group, you can go to the party and you can become life and soul the party. Now, in real life, if you're going to a party and you start talking to people, the last thing that you're ever going to do is you're going to go, "Hi, I'm Shaun Mack. I own a chatbot company and we do digital marketing. Would you like to buy one?" You'll be thrown out the party. It would be horrific. Instead, think about what you'd actually do at the party. You would have conversations with people, you'd interact with people, you'd have a laugh, that sort of thing. This is what sort of thing you need to be doing in a group. You'd never, ever try and sell in a group, right? If you try and sell in a group that you don't own, what's going to happen is you're going to get banned from that group, right? That's just the way it is. Now, so first off, when you go through, find the big names in your market and begin to follow them, right? So type in all names that you know in Facebook and start following those. Now, on a friend thing, I probably covered this in the slide. As a friend, they can only have 5,000 friends. But if they've clicked on the follower side of things, they can have unlimited amount of followers. So you can still see what they're doing every day, but you don't necessarily need to be a friend. Now, once you've done that, find their personal pages and friend request them. Right? If they accept your friend request, you're laughing, you're golden, you're right on the right thing. Right? So once you've done this bit, what's going to happen is Facebook's going to start showing you people who are similar, right? So a similar sort of leaders, similar sort of influences, similar sort of groups, right? Once we join these, Facebook will start targeting us for all the other people, right? Now, one thing I would say as well, this is slightly away from organic lead generation. Please join their email lists, right? If you ever see a link to one of their sales funnels, go out, fill out the details, and join their email lists. Make a separate email up, keep all of their emails, and watch what they're doing in the emails as well. This is how we're going to crack the market. We don't need to go out and reinvent the wheel. We can model every single thing that the more successful people are already doing. So we can find the more successful people in social media, can model exactly what they're doing within social media. And it means we don't have to start from scratch. We don't have to try and struggle away with what posts are working, what emails are working, what messages are working. We're going to get told everything we ever need to know. So we're going to go down we're going to start going down that rabbit hole and start following as many influencers and group owners and all the rest of it that we can, right? We want to keep on going down there, right? Groups are exactly the same. So what we're going to do is start doing this daily, right? So every day, come on and maybe just spend 10, 15 minutes just finding some people who's similar and join the groups, right? These people have all of your ideal customers with them. They already hold the secret to what you need. So this is what we're trying to do. So once we go into their groups that they're actually in, we're going to find out all their pain points. We're going to find out what they're suffering from. We're going to find out all the questions that they have, and we're going to see all of your opportunities, right? People will post up questions in groups left, right, and center. It is awesome. Nothing I like more than going into Groove, ClickFunnels, and a few of the other groups just to see what problems people's having. And if I know the answer to that particular problem, I can go in and answer that problem for them, right? Facebook becomes the easiest way for you to master your market because now you're getting known all of the pain points, all the problems, and all the questions that people have, which you can now go out and answer. You've now got everything you ever need, right? So you can create a publishing plan on what you want to do, right? So we know that the traffic's already there on Facebook and on Instagram and all the rest of it. All we need to do is we need to get them into our flows, right? So we've got the traffic there. We don't need to make traffic. It's already completely made for us. We just need to get that traffic to come to us. That's the only thing that we need to do. So there's 4 areas to master. First off, your personal profile, right? Your personal profile, try and keep this away from business, right? Your personal profile is a little bit like your house, right? So this is where people will follow you back. So if you go and offer help in groups, people are going to follow you back to your home profile, your home page, right? Your personal page, I should say, right? So they're going to follow you back, and that's basically like your house. So it's basically like you're inviting somebody into your house. How would you be good to host the house? What sort of things are you interested in? So in your house, you might have pictures up. You might be into football or boxing or things like this. You might have posters up. You might have all sorts of different things up. Posters, art up. You might have all these different sort of stuff which other people would be interested in. So you're giving them an experience. And if you go into anybody's house, you can actually see, you can learn an awful lot about them. So that's what your whole personal page is about. It's so they can come and learn about you. Next off, your fan page. This is where you buy your way in, right? So your fan page, remember, this is where we're saying there's only about 6% of people who see you, but we're going to increase that. Now, your fan page, obviously, mainly for buying you in, but we need your fan page. People often ask, which one do we need the most between personal page and fan page? You need them both, right? It isn't an either or situation. This is a both situation. Now, after you post your content to your fan page, right, what you can do is you can go out and spend $5, $10 to boost it to the followers of your Dream 100, right? Now, it's only $5 or $10. We're not talking major money. We don't want to be going out and spend a fortune. We just want to get that out there. So groups is the next part, and groups is where everybody hangs out, right? So pages are where they go to see everything, to learn everything. Your personal profiles at your house. Groups are the party, right? So we want to be at the parties. Parties are important. Finally, we have Messenger, right? So Messenger is one of the best distribution channels out there. Messenger is huge for distribution, and it gives you an awesome lot of feedback within Messenger, right? Now, personal profile strategy. So here we go. So within your personal profile is where you're going to get the most interactions. This is where people's going to come to actually talk to you, right? They're going to be sending you messages. They're going to be leaving messages on your pages, all of this kind of thing, right? We're looking for comments, shares, and helps, right? So everything that we comment, share, and help on in the groups, that's where they're going to start following us back. And in the groups is where we can grab their attention. So we grab their attention there and bring them back to our personal profile. Now, as I said before, personal profile, you're only allowed 5,000 friends, but you're allowed unlimited followers, right? Don't worry about that too much. Your personal profile setup should not all be business. Please don't do that. I do this far too much, I must admit. I put on far too much business stuff on my personal profile. I shouldn't do that. There should be no hard pictures at all on your personal profile. You should not be pitching hard for it. Your cover photo should represent yourself or your brand, right? You're going to give them your intro, which is the little section just down there. And your intro is going to be the action button, and that's where they can go out and take things. So that's where they can go and join my group or go to my website or something like this. I don't even direct them to a funnel on this particular page. Next, you've got your features image, which you can use something about your business if you want to, right? That's all okay. Next, what's on your mind? So this is where we can actually test the hooks that's going to be later going onto our Facebook fan pages, right? So we can test which hooks are good, and then we can see which hooks are going to work for us to go on the fan pages in case we do decide that we're going to boost them, right? Next, you want to pick 5 categories that represent your brand. So, for example, mine could be messenger, funnels, family life, boxing. I'm far too into boxing, ridiculously so. And I can pick a 5th one. So a 5th one could be some charity or something that I like. Then I can rotate through these particular subjects. And this rotation, sorry, I'm getting an awful lot of stuff. This rotation is going to give me an awful lot more of a widespread interest. So it's going to make Facebook happier with my profile, which is what we want. So another key point to remember is if you have a link in your status update, so when you put on what's on your mind and you put a link in that particular update, what then happens is Facebook does not show it to as many people. So from your personal page, pardon me, from your personal page, if you have links in all of your posts, you aren't going to get seen by as many people. Facebook will limit it. Facebook wants people to stay on Facebook. So we have to take that in consideration. However, you can use a call to action in the comment section. So first, after you do your post, first section, call to action, and that's it done, right? Really, really simple stuff. Now, what you can do as well is you must always reply back to any comments. This increases engagement. This increases the way that Facebook sees that you're interacting with people. Remember, this goes for all social media. So remember to always reply back to your various comments. And we now have fan page strategy, right? Now, your fan page is the page I love, right? I adore fan pages. We can share from there. We can share from your fan page to your personal page. And you've also then got all the automations behind it, right? So you've got unlimited followers. So as many people can follow your fan page as possible. If you make it engaging enough, then Facebook's going to show it to more people rather than just the 6%. You can run ads for your fan page, right? I love ads. It's a fast way of getting exactly what you want. You need both personal and a fan page, like I was saying. Think your fan page is a bit more like your website. So consider how you set up your website, how you put the desire, desire, factual, and then fear of missing out. Build your fan page a little bit like that. Only the best posts should go on your fan pages. So, like I was saying before, test out your posts first on your personal page, then you can go out and actually put them on your fan page once it's good. A good way of thinking about it is, would I spend $5 for people to see this particular post? If you wouldn't, don't put it on your fan page, right? Really, really easy. And next, you want high engagement. So you want to be asking questions. You want to be leading people down the question route and not just yes or no answers, right? The more questions we can ask, the more information we're going to find out, the more we're going to have people interacting with our fan page. So fan page postings. There is basically 3 types of postings that you can use on your fan page to get the most engagement. So first, you've got your produced high quality videos, right? Produced value videos, sorry. Your value videos are going to just introduce your hooks and your stories, right? We're not really going to go out for offers as yet. This is just for branding, right? Now, this branding, if you haven't got a call to action on your videos, what you're going to find is an awful lot more people will actually start sharing that video, which is the strangest thing to me in the world. I don't get why they do that, but it happens. Next, you've got your live value videos. It's exactly the same as your value videos, just you're going out live. If you're concerned about going out live, there is various software, which I'll be putting a link to somewhere, that will take your produced videos and you can broadcast those as live videos. And this works particularly well with Facebook and with YouTube, right? Both of these two love live videos, right? It's something that you should be doing all the time. Next is your mini webinars. So you can use your Facebook pages to actually host a webinar and get people involved in your webinar, things like this, and other platform content. So if you've already got a video up on YouTube that's doing really well, you can come in and share it. Now, this bit I'm going to go into a little bit more. So you can share it from YouTube. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this. One, if you share from YouTube, Facebook isn't going to give it a massive boost. However, if you're trying to build up your YouTube channel as well, that's okay. You don't mind too much. If you are wanting more of a boost from Facebook, then you can upload it natively onto Facebook, right? There's plenty of programs that you just download your YouTube content from, and it makes life easy. What I want you to do is think of your Facebook fan page as your reruns, right? So YouTube has the originals on. So let's say Friends. We all watch Friends on a Friday night if you're in the UK, but we all sit and watch the reruns again. Your fan page can have all of the reruns on there so people can go in there and enjoy it again, right? It's not your brand new content, but it is your good, decent content. Next, your group strategy, right? So think a little bit about the old forums, where you used to go into forums for the various different niches that you used to do. So you used to go into Google and search. I was always searching photography forums. There's one called the Models Club. I spent all of the time. One called One Model Place. I was on there all the time. In fact, I flew out to Miami. And various other forums that you kind of used to take part in. Groups are just the same as that. Anybody who's not my sort of age won't have a clue what I'm talking about right now. Groups are basically the party, right? These are just the main part for you to go. So this is where you're going to hang out. And remember, the host is has the most influence in this group, right? So never upset the host of the group. It's like the host of the party. He owns the party. He can tell you who goes in and out. So he is the boss, right? He is the one who's allowed to go out and start recommending stuff. Now, Facebook will help you go out and promote to your group if you post regularly, right? So you can go out and promote your group left, right, and center. Facebook will help you do that if you are posting consistently, right? And it must be with good content. The more good content you put out, the more interactions you get. Thing to remember is this is free organic traffic. I love groups. It's just easy. It takes all the hard work out of it. And you have a stack of networking opportunities. Right now then, I'll just quickly take a break from this presentation here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sign in quickly into Chat Ammo. And I want to show you what we're going to do is we want to do exactly what we talked about before. Right. And remember how I just said the main part is consistency, right? So we need to be consistent. Now, there's a couple of ways we could be consistent. We could go out and we could post every day to all the various platforms, right? So I could sit here and maybe 8-9 times a day, post out the various different platforms, do Gary Vee does, and be everywhere. All right. Now, if you're doing this manually, please don't try and even attempt to do that. You will drive yourself in an early grave. It is far too much hassle. It doesn't work. However, what we decided is that we wanted Chat Ammo to be a lot more than just what everybody else has. So we wanted an auto posting feature, which is what I want to share with you right now. All right. So this means that we can go out and we can start getting people from all the various different channels, all coming organically into our platform. Right. This is the ultimate. Right. So what we're looking at, first off, sorry, I've got a really bad cough today. Right, so first off, we can auto post to Facebook groups, which is really important, and Instagram accounts. Right, so that's just auto posting. That will look after the whole lot of that kind of things. Now we can then go down to social posting. Very shortly, we will have GMB as well. And what we can do is we can go in here and we can post to Facebook or Instagram. All right, and we can have multimedia post, call to action post, carousel post. I don't do Facebook live streaming through here. It doesn't work through here as good. Now, next, you've got your social posting. This is where we can now post to. Let's just go on here. I didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press a new post. So in here, we can post to our Twitter accounts, our LinkedIn accounts, our Reddit accounts, our WordPress accounts, and our Medium accounts, right? So it will auto post to every single one of our accounts automatically for us. Now, the advantages of this are what we can do if I set up, let's just go on to LinkedIn, right? So if I was to set a post on my LinkedIn, what I can do is I can put the campaign name, so test post, and that's me Reddit and Medium, right? LinkedIn, this is a test post, right? Now I can now set the time. So do I want to post it now or do I want to post it later on? Well, I would always say post it later on. Right, post it when you've researched the times on LinkedIn. What are the busiest times for your particular market? So if you in USA, then that will be the biggest time for the USA. So we can go in here, we can select the time zone, we can do that, we can select the time, and we can show how many times we want this post repeated, right? So we could have this post repeated 6 times, and we could do it every, so let's just say 6 times, and we're going to do it every 6 months. So every 6 months, this post is going to come back up again. We now have 3 years worth of content all done, right? And we can now go out and share that post into Reddit account. We can do WordPress releases. We can do Medium. We can do the Facebook. We can do the Instagram. Now we have everywhere covered. We are now international, right? So we can, rather than trying to do this all manually, which is going to take you forever, and you're probably not going to get the engagement. I'm going to come on to a little bit more on this. This is actually going to make it so now we're getting all of this engagement because now we're posting exactly where I want to. Now, the next bit, if you take a notice that I would heard say, is that you should always be replying to comments. All right. Now, this is massively important. Right. So, replying to comments, first thing that we're going to do is we can share our posts from our Facebook business page, from our fan page, onto our personal account and into our groups. Right. Now, once we've done that, and what we want to do is we want to get people into our ecosystem. We want to get them into our messenger. We want to get them engaged in our posts and engage in our pages, engage in our groups. So what we can then do is we can set up automatic replies. Right now, automatic replies, again, really, really simple. Our automatic replies works within both Instagram and Facebook. Right. So first off, what we can do is we can do comment templates. Now, comment templates, let's just create a new comment template. And this template name would be reply to test post. Right, so this will go onto my Facebook business page, every page I select a bit later on, and I'll post reply one. Now, this is important. What we can actually do is we can add as many replies as what we want to. Now, I normally like to add around 5 replies, so it always looks good. And then from there, I can put a different reply on each one. Now, these replies will then be cycled through so that you always have a good new reply coming through to people. All right. So now we have, wherever they comment on Facebook or Instagram, we now have a comment underneath. And as well as that, we can also like the comment as well. Remember, we want as much engagement as possible. I like to think of the easiest way for my mind to work it out is a comment is worth 5 points, let's say. A like is worth 1 point, a love heart's worth 2 points, and a share is worth 6 points. Right. So if we can get all this interaction, remember every time we reply as well, every time we comment, that's worth another 5 points. Right. It's awesome. Now, as well as that, what we want to do is we also want to get them into our ecosystem. So we want a reply template. All right. So the reply template is actually what we are going to send them as a reply. All right. So here we go. We can select a page. Let's show Mac Tester. What do I want to do about offensive comments? Do I want to hide them? Well, yes, I do. I don't want to delete them because we're still going to get the juice off that offensive comment. Right? I don't really care if somebody's putting an offensive comment. I'll just hide it. But I can put in all the words which I find offensive on there, and it's just going to hide those comments straight away. But I'm still going to get the juice. I'm still going to get the actual thing from it. Right? And then would you like to send them a message from an abusive comment? So be a little bit nicer. Right? Remember, now we're sending a message as well. So now we're scoring extra points. So we're coming higher and higher in the engagement rate. It's awesome. Right. Next bit. Do I want to send a message multiple times to a user? Well, no, not really. All right. So we won't bother with that one. Do I want to enable comment reply? Yes, obviously. Would I like to comment by page? Yes, I'll comment by the page. Do you want to hide comments after comment reply? Now, this is another feature that we put in there. This is for if you have other marketers in your particular niche and they are trying to find customers. One of the easiest ways for them to go out and find customers is by using your post and then stealing your customers. What we've done is we can actually make it so we can hide those comments afterwards so they can't come in and steal our customers. Right? That's completely up to you. Now, do you want a generic reply for all or do you want to filter them by a word or sentence? Always quite cool. And do you want to put a reply name? So yes. Right? After all that setup, you're done. Right? It's that simple. Right? We're going to select a template for them to come in and reply to. That's it all set. The only thing that we need to do now is go into here and actually automate the whole campaign. Right? So we're going to details. It's going to bring up our pages eventually because I'm very, very go slow. I'll just tell you because it looks like it's going to take too long because my internet connection is terrible in here today. So there's a little tiny cog in there. You just click on the cog and it's done. Now, the most important part for this, if you're running ads and you turn on these engagements, your ad prices will drop by, well, I've had them drop from, what was it, 20 cents I was paying. I got to 0.01 pence, right? So it wasn't even a penny. It was shocking. And I was started off with leads. It was far too busy. And that's all because the first thing I'd done as soon as I put out an ad was I sent off a great big Facebook message to everybody in my group and everybody in my page, sorry. And I said, right, we'll just put up a new post. I've got a competition on run. If you guys would like to go over there and comment, it'd be great. I'll give you a free entry, right? So everybody went over there and commented, and then I was getting ads for practically nothing. So that's the way we would automate the whole system, right? So been through that bit. Let's have a look. So big networking opportunity. That's where I was up to. So your messenger strategy. This is the killer of all strategies, right? Now, this is easily your most powerful distribution channel. The reason why it's the most powerful distribution channel is because of the massive open rate. Messenger gets to open more than anything else, right? More than SMS, a lot more than email. You're normally looking about 80% open rate, which is awesome. Now, it was introduced first in 2016. And Facebook kind of made a bit of a cock up with it because Facebook didn't put as many regulations on it as what it has right now. So what was happening was people were getting Messenger and they were spamming people like it was going out of fashion. It was like the Wild West. It was horrific. And it basically ruined Messenger at that time, right? Facebook withdrew Messenger, put a load of really harsh rules on us. It kind of got rid of all the cowboys. Now, they've started relaxing the rules a little bit again. So now Messenger's coming right back up there. Now, if you look at the likes of ClickFunnels, in fact, look at any of their big influencers, you will see they've all got Messenger onto their pages, right? It is possibly one of the most important things that you can get, right? Now, you can use messengers in similar ways. What you can use it, autoresponders. You can have pre-written questions and answers, right? Ready there to help people. You do have rules still, right? You can't forget that there is still rules for Messenger. This isn't your platform. This is borrowed traffic, right? This is borrowed people that you're asking Mark to come and lend from. And once you've finished lending from them, you cannot mess them about. It's his people. It's his big party. You're just a guest. So keep to his rules. Please read the messenger rules, right? Nobody ever does, and you should. Now, the things to keep in mind on this, right? Do not go out there and advertise aggressively on your messenger, right? I don't send messages every single day, right? Unless I'm doing something that I'm giving them value every day. So if I'm giving them a daily training, then yes, I'll say, right, your next training's up there. Do you want to go and have a look at the training? Now, what I tend to do as well is I'll tend to keep a lot of my calls to actions actually on the page, right? So you can engage it. You can actually start with engagement. If you start with engagement, then Facebook's going to be a lot happier with you. If people's going to start clicking buttons, that's engagement. Facebook loves engagement. If you don't send them off Facebook from your messenger, even better. You can. It's just that it kind of works a little bit better if you don't. It kind of works a little bit better if you send them to your Facebook page. Say, look, I've got this post. It's got a link on to this thing I was on about. It's awesome. Now, what you can do, ways to build up your messenger. Let's have a quick look. So grow your messenger list. Firstly, you can obviously have the fan page pop up, right? So when somebody says send message, then your messenger pops up, right? That's the basic way. Next, you've got landing pages. So many different ways on your landing pages that you can use messenger. It is shocking. You've got the little bits in the corner that pop up right where my head is. You have the various funnel bits where they'll lead them on the next page of the funnel. You have m.me links. You have all sorts of things, right? You also have simple lead magnet posts. So you can post something in your business page offering some form of lead magnet, and you can say just comment below and I'll send you off a lead magnet. I remember we just said we can increase comments because we're going to comment below there and get the whole thing rolling. And we're also going to get them onto our Facebook Messenger as well, because they're going to go straight into there as soon as they comment, because we're going to give them a keyword. Now, next, you've got the Facebook Live giving information. So you could, if I was for here, for example, I was saying, right, okay, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to tell you the top 10 websites to actually go out and find traffic from. Right, and all the time when I'm talking to you, I could be showing you a PDF, which I haven't got a picture. Wouldn't you believe I've got a book next to us? So I could be showing you a PDF and then saying, right, at the end of this, I'm going to give you a little link. Click on the link and download your PDF. That's going to build up my Messenger list in no time at all. Now, of course, Messenger also collects the very best email address that somebody has. It's collecting their social email address, which means a 70% higher rate, higher open rate than what most of the people are getting. All right. So most important thing is, remember, it isn't your list. You don't own this list. So always make sure you're building up your email list on Facebook. All right. Always treat your messenger list a little bit more carefully. It isn't yours. Right. Send out conversations, not just messages. So try and engage them. Try and ask them a question so they'll re-engage with you. Don't do what I see a lot of people doing where they've got piles and piles of texts and just nobody's going to sit and scroll through on their phone. Piles and piles of text. Keep it short and sweet. Think of it a little bit like your text messaging to somebody. Really easy. Guide towards a post and links to be extra sure if you want to. Now, I still send people away inside my messenger. It's never once harmed me. However, it is best practice if you want to guide them towards a post to make doubly sure that you're not upsetting Facebook. Right. Most important thing, post regularly and find the best times, which are the busiest. So, like I said, automate that whole thing. Automate it every single channel, and you don't need to have to sit and worry about you sitting in front of the computer all day and all night trying to get the correct times to post. It is a nightmare. Please don't do it. It's just waste your time. We don't want to waste your time. We want you to go out and make money. So use auto posting. I like it. Now begin to say, all right, now begin to be social and network. I didn't understand my own writing there. So most important thing is to be social. It's called social media. Go out and actually be social. Network with people. Don't try and sell them, right? So actually be friendly with somebody. Make friends. It's lovely. Go through the best groups and access any questions and problems that you know the answers to. Now, I'll put this down here, but I have seen people then go and waste an entire day just going through groups and trolling them. Don't do that. Just go in there for maybe half an hour a day, set a little stopwatch, a little timer, half an hour a day, go into various different groups which you've flagged, which have your ideal customers in. If you know the answer to some question, go in, answer the question as fully as what you can. Don't hold anything back, right? They will follow you back to your personal page. They will start communicating with you. You're building up your know, like, and trust rapidly, and because you're being helpful to them. It's like Gary Vaynerchuk, that jab, 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 right hook. Value, value, value before you make the offer. All right. Never pitch in the group. Wait until people follow you back to your home. They will write to you. They'll send you a message and, hi, I've seen you posting on such and such. What is it exactly you do? It happens all of the time. I get at least 10, 15 different messages in per day, all asking the same thing. What is it you do again, mate? It's cool. So consistency is key, and always give without withholding any sort of information. Right? Don't try and keep something secret. If I tell them, then they're not going to spend any money. They will. If you're telling people all of this information for free, they're going to want to know what your paid information is, because they're going, well, if I'm getting all this for free, how great is he's paid in for? He's paid in for must be unreal. I need that. So they will pay you. They will follow you. They will start know, liking, and trusting you because you're not holding anything back. So just spend 30 minutes a day. Really, really simple, dead easy stuff. And all you're trying to do is make yourself a cool kid at the party, and you're not trying to sell anything. Right? The cool kid at the party never goes in tries to sell you sweets. At least, well, I did when I was a kid. But anybody else shouldn't go in and try and sell their sweeties. They should just go in and enjoy the party, enjoy helping people, enjoy serving people, and enjoy getting your message out there without selling. Okay, so that's it for today. We're gonna have another one tomorrow, I think, where we're going to get all of these trends all done, so you guys can go in and use Chat Ammo to its best ability and get you lots of good stuff on happening with your digital marketing. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, guys. If you have, love to see a thumbs up. If you haven't, drop us a mail. Tell us what it is that we could do to improve it further. Right, so thanks for watching and speak soon. Cheers. Bye.